One of the most powerful aspects of creating an image is not just a standalone image, but consistent images. Creating images that are like other images so that you can turn it into a book or tell a complete story where the topic, the subject, the character stays the same and it's consistent looking. The best way to create consistent images is to use a reference photo. And it is really easy to do. You can first drag your picture into Midjourney. Second, left-click on the image to highlight it and enlarge it. Third, right-click the enlarged image and select the copy image address. And fourth, paste the link before your prompt, which will often be a description of the picture as well as other words that give additional details such as styles, themes, perspectives, and artists. So let's do this together, shall we? I have a photo of a Batman mask. I'm going to drag it into Midjourney. Then I'm going to left-click the image and then right-click and select Copy Image Address. Now I have the location of the image copied. I'm going to go into the Prompts section, hit /imagine, and copy and paste that link into the prompt field. And then I'm going to say that this is going to be Batman mask in a museum surrounded by people admiring the mask. And we get this. Not exactly like the mask that was used, but we are heading in the right direction. Notice how it's a mask of Batman, not Batman himself. So even the bottom right photo looks more like a mannequin than the actual Batman standing in a museum. Here's another way you can prompt AI while using a reference image. Use the parameter --cref and then the link to your reference image. CREF stands for character reference. You can see in this example, we have the prompt, and then at the end, we have --cref and the reference image. Notice how sharp and high resolution the reference image is. For best results, use a very sharp and clear picture. If you use poor quality photos and it's a bit blurry or so, it will give you a very bad output. Because remember, high quality in, high quality out. Bad quality in, bad crap will come out. In this example, we also used --CW space 20. CW stands for the character weight parameter. The value ranges from 0 to 100, where CW0 focuses on the character's face only, and higher values uses the character's face, hair, and clothing. The prompt is a teacher hugging toddlers in the classroom in a watercolor children's book style, delicate pastel colors, --CREF and the link to the reference photo. And we get this, which is very much consistent with the original reference photo, right? And when you upscale one of them and just compare the two, looks like it was drawn by the same person with the same material in the same style and the same character. Cool, right? Okay, let's do a couple more examples so you can see what's possible when using reference images to create AI images from. Let's use the famous Eiffel Tower from France. A very simple and clear picture is always good. And the other is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie when they were still together. Who is sad about their breakup? Right? Just me? Really? Just me? Anyways, that's our reference images for today, whether you like it or not. Let's use a certain style for both. The Russian painter Alexei von Jawlensky, who is known for his bright colors and exaggerated bold lines. For the Eiffel Tower, our prompt is just simply link to the reference image painted by Alexei von Jawlensky. This is what we get, with faces randomly inserted in because Alexei mainly do faces. And here is the same style with Brad and Angelina. Up next is a vintage style. The prompt is link to the reference image, the Eiffel Tower, vintage, detailed, intricate. So what do you think? It is in a vintage style. AI created a border for two of them and a little castle underneath. I guess Napoleon lives there. Here's the same style with the movie couple. Vintage, detailed, intricate. Once again, don't freak out when AI gives you something super weird, like turning Angelina into a bird. I don't know what AI is trying to tell us there, but the third one looks pretty good, right? Kind of reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet in the movie Titanic. Very classy and glamorous looking. The new prompt is linked to the reference image, the Eiffel Tower, vintage abstract expressionism, -- S750 for a very high amount of stylized creativity, and -- C75 for a large amount of chaos freedom for AI to change the image. If you forgot these parameter adjustments, don't forget to watch the previous episode where we covered that. So what do you think? Creative, right? I particularly think the floating tower look is very artistic and symbolic, almost like a logo. Then we have Brad and Angelina. Yes, it gets really crazy because we give AI a lot of freedom to experiment. This is when the parameters that we set is way too powerful, and we would tone it down a bit and continue experimenting with this style if you like it. Next prompt, link to reference image, the Eiffel Tower, futurism, future punk, -- S250, toning the stylized creativity down to 250. Now it looks like someone rebuilt the tower to make it look more space age or added some modifications to it. One of them have a futuristic fair going on. And the same happened to Brad and Angelina. Looks like they are in a space opera. If you like an image, even if it's not quite there yet, don't forget to upscale them, because just by doing that, you will get more resolution and details, and you may like the result. You can see the painting strokes from Alexa really comes out. Same with the movie couple. You can see the painting strokes came out really well on Brad's cheeks and Angelina's neck. Upscaling will let you see the details that you normally would miss when they are small. Remember I told you I really like the floating Eiffel Tower? When you blow it up, it looks great, doesn't it? Abstract, with a smooth gradient at the top, and a messy dripping paint job at the bottom as if the art was just created. Would you like to have this in your living room? Well, with AI, you totally can. And who could forget the Titanic movie if Brad and Angelina was in it? Really detailed and 3D-like. Here is our futuristic Eiffel Tower upscaled, looking more like an electricity-filled Tesla coil that can shoot electricity than a harmless tower. Remember, you don't have to go heavy with styles to make the reference image look good. You can use very simple prompts like this. Link to the reference image, a couple in love, S500, C0. And you'll get this, a lot of stylization and no chaos. One of them looks like Brad Pitt turned into Robin Williams. But other than that, because our parameter has a lot of style value, we get some pretty good artistic choices. Look at the shadows. Amazing work. When you turn the style down and the chaos up, we get this prompt. Link to the reference image, a couple in love, S0, C75. You'll get this. So you might be wondering, why would I turn the stylized parameter up and down or the chaos parameter up and down? So you'll get images that are more creative. You may start off your project wanting to duplicate Brad and Angelina, but then in the middle you may realize that, hey, I think Brad looks great in a heavy beard, or Angelina looks great with curly hair. Like this photo. Doesn't it look like it belongs on a romance novel? That is where you get good inspirations from AI. So over time, you'll get used to and more comfortable using more different styles, keywords, artists' names, photographer names, aspect ratios, chaos, and more. And then you will really be an amazing AI artist.